poi Riccardo dal dopo, non so che mi tutto da chi, tutto
So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great... And the shot! Now, that's another chance! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
It is a super... Cristiano Ronaldo! It's in! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Señoras y señores, deseámosle todo lo mejor a los miembros de nuestro club de fans que están festejando su aniversario de casados.
So hello and a warm welcome to all fans of Spanish football. It is great to have you on board again. We all remember, of course, so vividly the memories of last season, but now the slate has been wiped clean, and ahead of us, months and months of toil, sometimes torture and travail, but as ever, it will all be worth it in the end. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, Jim, in Spain, of course, football means so much, and here it comes at us again.
Well, while this league has been known for a Madrid-Catalan domination, I love the fact that there are so many attractive teams with all their own identities, Peter. Can they break that domination? I'm not so sure, but they'll give it a good try as always.
La alineación de hoy será...
Madrid have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football, Peter. The wider players in the front three are key operators in how it all works on and off the ball. They have to provide for the central striker, of course, and protect their fullbacks, so they'll get few breathers. If these two don't make a good impression, there are quite good replacements on the bench.
We have already started here. So this perhaps the season in microcosm. And he's picked it up out wide. Great chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And the ball is out of play. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
This man Rudiger's going to be a very stern test for any attacker to beat, Peter. He's amongst the smartest defenders around with his positioning, and he's got the pace and strength to deal with the quickest opponent. He's not going to fall for cheap tricks either. He's just not that type to dive into tackles.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Valverde. Goulet, Camavinga, brilliantly cut out.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside, delivers the ball. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Now it's Lewandowski. Camavinga. He's going to be disappointed with that. Still goalless at the moment. Short changes him with that pass. Now it's Yamal. Pedri. Now it's Yamal. Yamal couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
Can he get on the end of this? It's played through for him. He's having a shot! Goal! Barcelona! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Barcelona penetrate first. It is a true... Vinicius Junior! And he comes up trumps again.
Another cracking save from the keeper, Peter. He's playing a blinder.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And here's Mbappe. Can he finish? Oh, it's gone in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Madrid grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Valverde. Oh, easy pickings there. João Cancelo. Now it's Rafinha. Can he get it through? Well, that has not gone well. And it's Cancelo. Fermin. Now it's Lewandowski. He's looking wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Goulet. Nicely weighted ball. Goulet receives it in a wide position.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Fermin has created one goal already. Now it's Mbappe. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. And it's Lopez. João Cancelo has it in a wide position. Now that is a hefty challenge. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's made its way to him. Chance! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Bernal.
2 minutos de descuento.
And Fermin. Rodrigo, Mbappe, shapes to shoot! Femi. He came in hard, very hard. He's gone for goal! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. What a grandstand finish, and how different the outcome might have been. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
So, for the first time this season, it's half-time. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 22. El
The
dorsal
second
18,
half then, just getting
el
going.
dorsal 4. El dorsal 24.
Now it's
El
Lewandowski.
dorsal 9. Serán
Well, that was a
sustituidos
period
por
of possession which
el
carried
dorsal
just
10,
about no threat
Messi.
at all.
El dorsal 7.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
El dorsal 19. El dorsal 11. El dorsal 23.
Al Kubasi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's Lopez. Closing in on goal. There's the shot! Goal! Barcelona! And again they hit the front. And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Barcelona get themselves into the lead. Decent chance! He's scored! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Valverde looking for options for movement. Look at the space here. Yamal! And he's found the net! Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Madrid get themselves back into contention.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Now it's Yamal.
Might want to be careful there.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Tries a shot! And that would have been some goal.
Rafinha really may get an earful from his teammates for not looking up to see what was around him, but I think he was perfectly entitled to try it for himself.
Looking to play him in. Looking for the run. Oh, well measured. And he's in on goal. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Martin. And this is Lewandowski. Barcelona ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Yamal. That's good running with the ball. Cafu. Vinicius Junior. Can he finish? There's a goal! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
We have ourselves a real chance! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Cambio de jugadores.
Camavinga is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter. That's really good energy, Peter, the way they defend from the front.
It's a really well-measured ball. Threads one in. Yamal gets into a good position. Pau Kubasi cuts it out. Now it's Rashford. And he's on his way! That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Now it's Dani Olmo. He is through here! Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Dani Olmo has been caught there, it's a foul. It's a quick one. Gavi. Valverde did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now that's well seen too. 5 minutes left on the clock. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And it's Gavi. He's going for goal! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
It's a pretty loose pass.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Habrá 6 minutos de descuento.
Now it's Rashford. Valverde. Vinicius Junior looking understandably energised after his goal. Tries to play it through. Takes a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Pedri. And he's... And the finish! Oh, what about that? And that has raised the roof! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who is left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Barcelona take what looks to be... Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, they wanted 3 points on day one, but that proved well and truly beyond them. At times, they seemed sluggish. Madrid going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again. Who is going to come out on top this time? Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great... Cristiano Ronaldo! Almeida. Now it's Duro. Almeida has got himself a free kick. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Yamal. Is there any support? He might not. Yamal! Denied by an instinctive save.
Lamine Yamal really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Now it's Yamal. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Almeida. Played out to the left flank. It'll be a throw-in. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And this is Ronaldo. Madrid are applying all the early pressure.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
Messi. Now, can they get him away? It's Cristiano Ronaldo! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Valverde with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Valverde has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Tarrega. And it's Javi Guerra. Now it's Duro. Vinicius Junior gets into a good position. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, that's fabulous. And here's Messi. Messi! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Now it's Duro. Succumbs to the pressure. Now it's Duro. He shifted it to the flank. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Rodriguez. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work? Shot, surely! Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Tarrega. And it's Javi Guerra. Now it's Rioja. Rioja has a look up from the right-hand side, seeking out options. Messi. Vinicius Junior. Can he get it through? He's in plenty of space here. Nice interception, well timed. Rabasani. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Now this is interesting, he has already had his name taken once. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, that's a foul, free kick's been given. Not got that quite right. Oh, they could be caught out here. Nicely weighted ball. Can he finish? And it's a goal! First blood drawn. So smooth. A signature finish.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Valencia have taken the lead.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
Tarega. Chomer. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Guerra. Now it's Almeida. He's looking wide. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Yamal. No, that's been intercepted. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Here we go again.
Well, I think in these circumstances...
Camavinga with the foul. Camavinga has been shown a second yellow, just to confirm. He is therefore off. And it's Gaia. They've got a throw in. Chips it through. This looks promising. Hugo Duro finds himself offside. He's found a way through. Hernandez tries to pass it through. Now it's Vinicius Junior. That is good alertness. Javi Guerra given the lift of his goal. Messi looking for the run.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Can he finish?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Tries to cross, and the shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
He's a sharp little ball here. Madrid still behind thanks to that solitary strike. He is through here. Now it's Ramazani.
That's going in strongly.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. And that's going to be a booking. Ramazani. Now then, the ball's come loose. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And here's Almeida. Almeida is fouled. Decent hit from there. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when.
Yamal! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Oh no, what has happened here? And that's a goal kick. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Almeida, who's set up one goal so far. He's on it, can he get away? And it's Javi Guerra. That's Guerra. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El
So
dorsal
the manager can
4.
make a change for the
Será
first time in the
sustituido
game here.
por El dorsal 12.
Rioja. Oh, nice touch, that's beautiful. Thierry Correa, and that's aimed into the middle, brilliantly cut out. And that has left him in a heap. Koundé. Ramazani. So what can they make of this? And he's managed to get free. Now who's going to be first to this? Valencia making another change here.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 17. El dorsal 11. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 16. El dorsal 7. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Madrid do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Yamal is wide and looking to get onto this.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
He's trying his best to keep it in play here. And it's pulled back. Oh, smashing header! Thierry Correa. Cafu. And Yamal. Yamal. There he goes. And he shoots! No mistake! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Madrid grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Javi Guerra. And he was quick to react.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Oh, super ball. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo!
Habrá 6
And here's
minutos de
Yamal.
descuento.
Chance for a shot! And he comes up trumps again.
Oh, this is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
Messi goes short. Duro. It's good running with the ball. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Well, that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Now then, what's happening here? He is already on a yellow.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 9 será reemplazado por...
De Ligt
el dorsal
has been
15.
sent off, just to confirm that, of course, that was his second yellow card. Threads one in. Oh, good take in a good area. Goes for a shot! Oh, what about that? And that may just do it! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Valencia take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that...
And there goes the final whistle. Well, plenty of talking points, and many of them sadly negative. This is clearly not how it was meant to go. The end of the game. Reflections?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the losing side. I don't think they'll be going out tonight.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.